Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day. Today is Friday. It's my day, and I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Come on inside of StreamYard's room. We want to get this conversation going about when you want to be done. And when I say done, I mean DONE, done. Have you been there? I have been there. Let me get something to drink, y'all. I'm trying to be sissy. I think I may be okay. We're gonna see. You remember when Mama used to tell us about this tickle that come in our throat? I didn't know what she was talking about, but I tell you, since I have gotten older, I so get it. Okay, somebody else is out there. Definitely type inside the chat while I get myself together. I want to know who's out there. Okay, so the conversation that we're having today is when you are done. You said, take your time. Yes, I get it all the time. Okay. And I'm telling you, it's as soon as you're ready to talk, this is when the tickle happens. It's just like something goes back there and they're just like, And I've been drinking water all day. Okay. This is like, I don't know, maybe my third bottle. But I got my Ricola in, so sorry that I have to have it in. But I was choking. It was getting crazy. But listen, she said, soon as you are ready to talk, exactly, it starts happening. So thank you guys for being out there. Bear with my choking. Okay, Missy, you just don't even understand, girl. You still young. You might not have this tickle that comes in the back of your throat, but it happens. So listen, we're having this conversation today about when you want to be done. And when I say done, I mean DONE, done. Like ready to throw the towel in, ready to just be quit. I mean DONE. But before we get into that conversation, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Deneen Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Becoming the Change group coaching program. I stand for women who want to live this life without regrets, who want to walk in purpose, who want to live with passion, and who are ready to go after their dreams and the desires that they have in their heart given by God. And you don't want nobody to be able to stop you from doing that. Not your thoughts, not the people you hang around with, nothing. So in order for you to be able to do that, there's a woman you have to become. And inside of this coaching program is exactly what you get. You transform into the person you need to become in order to achieve the things that you've been talking about, maybe even dreaming about for years. But that ain't the conversation we having today. Today, the conversation is about when you want to be DONE, done. So I'm gonna put it up here on the screen. So let me tell you what happened. Maybe about 2 weeks ago, I invited some powerful movers and shakers in my community to an introduction to hear about a program. And it's soon, when I say it's soon, as it was time for the event to happen, I say maybe the day before, I inquired about receiving the link so I could send it to my guests. And when I did so, I was informed that I needed to be in a training maybe a day or two beforehand in order to be able to have my guests show up. Now, the thing that actually happened to me right away was breakdown, upset, what y'all talking about, run it back again. So when I got that text message And then when I got the text message, here it was. She wasn't even smooth with it. She was like, well, you wasn't at a training that you needed to be at a couple of days ago. And then she responded a couple of seconds after, were you? And then see, that was already like poking the bear. Because for you to tell me that it's something that I needed to do after the days have passed and you didn't tell me beforehand, and then you trying to act like you think I know that I'm supposed to be somewhere or was supposed to be somewhere and I didn't show up. No. Don't play those type of games with me, right? So immediately I was like, nope, no more conversating through this text message. Put it in the chat. Text message ain't real communication. Put it in the chat. Text message ain't real communication. See, this is how conversations be going wrong. And I keep telling y'all, get off the text message trying to have conversations, because text message is not going to come across the way that you think it is. You're going to wind up playing yourself and destroying your relationships messing around with them text messages. So after I got the text message, I got on the phone and I called her up and I was like, wait a minute, I got guests coming. Are you telling me now that they can't come? And immediately I started to express how unorganized and dysfunctional and unbelievable all these things were. But that's not where I needed to stand. But as I started to calm down, let me tell you who and what I started to think about. I started to think about all the people that I invited to show up in this space in order to transform their life. So I want to give you 3 things that I want you to focus on when you're in upset and breakdown and you want to be done and you want to throw in the towel and you get that maybe there was some things that were supposed to be communicated that wasn't communicated, that there were some things that you might have needed to do that you weren't able to do, not because you wouldn't have done it, but just that you didn't know that you needed to do it. And it doesn't stop or prevent the person feeling like you're not qualified or that you didn't meet the criteria. And it doesn't take away your upset, your breakdown, and disappointment that you may have to be faced with, because the people that you invited to this event is now saying may not be able to go. So let me tell you what I did. I calmed down, number 1. I got on the phone, number 2. Number 3, I actually started to think about the people. I want you to get whatever breakdown that you're having, upset, the towel that you want to throw in. First, think about the people that you are impacting and serving by taking that stand. See, I was such a stand for the people that I invited that I started then really, I don't want to say getting crazy, but I started getting crazy. And I don't mean crazy in a bad way, but crazy in my stand for them. Like, no. We getting in this room. And I don't know what I'm going to have to do to get in this room, but my stand for them is bigger than the stand of being right. Put it in the chat. Forget about being right. Put it in the chat. Forget about being right. Because the more I stood where I wanted to be right, like, you didn't tell me that I needed to do that. I didn't know that I had to go to this, that, and the third. As long as I stood there, was I getting any resolution for the people that I had invited to the event that's now not being able to go to the event? While I'm sitting there doing all that foolishness, you know I'm losing time. Put it in the chat. You losing time. You losing time. You sitting there trying to be right. You arguing about why you didn't know and all the upset you in. And I was going off, okay? Almost indignant. I was acting up. And you sitting there and yes, forget about being right. Forget about you losing time. This is what I'm saying. You losing time. You standing in the wrong place. And I was like, Deneen, you standing in the wrong place. What about these people that you're going to have to go back to and say, I know I invited you to this event, but we can't go. That wasn't going to work for me. That wasn't going to work. So my stand for the people. So your number 1 is stand for the people that you're serving. Stand for the people that you're serving. Because if you stand in that place, you're going to always make the best decision to move things forward. But when you standing in a place of proving your point, wanting to be right, you ain't going to never get nowhere. I'm telling you, I promise you. Because as long as I stood there, and look, here's another thing that you don't need to do. Don't go around trying to get agreement. Put it in the chat. Don't go around getting agreement. Do you know what I mean by that? Don't go around telling your friends, your family, your buddy about the situation, trying to get them to agree with you. Because guess what else you're doing? You losing and you wasting some more time. Because what your friend, your buddy agreeing with you gonna help you do? You already know it's crazy. You already know that if you look at something morally or ethically, yeah, you might be right, but that ain't gonna help you get them people inside that event that you just invited them to. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you smell what I'm cooking? That don't waste no time getting agreement, because agreement is not gonna help you. Okay. So Tamu is up in here. She's like, yep, you're losing time. LaShawn said, don't get an agreement. Yes, don't get agreement. Yep, don't try it. Just don't. Yes, trying to get people to co-sign foolishness. That's it. Because getting the co-sign and the signature, how is that going to help you? It's not going to help you. It may make your ego feel good, but your situation not going to change. So don't go getting no co-signing. That's right. You don't need a co-signer. You are wasting more time. Exactly. Okay. So number 2 is stand for the people. Stand in the place for standing for the people. Number two is start making some bold requests. So let me tell you what I did. I said, look, ma'am, now I'm requesting that I talk to the person that's making the decision that me and my people can't come. Because see, they must not be aware of all of the things that I didn't know about. And what I'm telling you is my people will be going to this event tonight. And it's either going to be her event or it's going to be somebody else's event. But they're going to the event tonight, right? Start making bold requests. And I actually was told by the person, like, yeah, she's aware of the situation and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, no, let me tell her myself. Let me have the conversation with her myself. Because, see, I want to make sure she know that you failed to tell me that I needed to be at this place and this place to actually qualify to be able to come to this meeting. So until I have a conversation with her, it ain't resolved. But I tell you what, my people going to some event tonight, and it's going to happen tonight. Okay? So I'm going to start making bold requests. So I did wind up having a conversation with her, and thank God I was able to enroll her into letting us go into the class. And when I say enroll her, mean after I expressed to her, like, look, my stand for my people is going to be unwavering. I'm standing for us to be inside of this space with you tonight. And that's not changing. So before we get into any conversation, we did the pleasantries. Hey, how you doing? Hey, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Deneen. Oh, yeah. Okay, look. So there's a situation. And the situation is that me and my peoples can't get in tonight. But before we start too far along this conversation, I want you to get that my stand is for my people to be in this room tonight. So I'm going to tell you the situation. And then I explained to her what information was failed to be communicated. And she did say she knew that. And then she shared, well, what about all the other people who asked to come? I'm not worried about that. Because those people that turned away, they wasn't standing for the people that they invited. I'm standing for the people that I'm invited. And my request is that me and my people come into this space. And I assure her that I had prepared them for everything that was going to happen. Anything that needed to be communicated, I went back to communicate, and we got inside the room. So here was the third thing. Focus on the outcome, the results that you want. That's number 3. Focus on the outcome / results. See, the results from my people to be in that space was way greater than me being right, having agreement, being an upset. I was like, no, my people got to be in this room. Why? Because their life going to change when they in this room. And I'm not going to let you and nobody else keep them, number one, outside of this room, because I've done the legwork. I've enrolled them in the possibility for their life. I am not going to let them miss out on this opportunity of their life changing today. Needless to say, my people got their complete life. 2 people actually registered for the program and scheduled to take it by, I believe, the beginning of the year. So here's what I'm saying. When you want to throw in the towel and you want to be done, don't take that stand. Even if you have to take a deep breath or maybe even talk to somebody about it. But I want you to getting those co-signers, getting the people to agree with you still won't move you forward. And I know it may make you feel good and feel right and all the things, but it's not what you're after. You really want to stand for your people. You want to make bold requests, and you want to stay focused on the end results. So look, becoming the Change Coaching Program will help you become the person that can stand for the people that you want to serve, stand for your goals, dreams, and aspirations, make bold requests. Because remember, highly effective people ask for what they want, and they're willing to take the answer that they get. And the answer that you can get is either a yes, a no, or maybe. A yes, a no, or a maybe. So what stops you from asking for the things that you want? Ask for the money that you want. Ask for the job that you want. Ask for the relationship that you want. Ask for the home that you want. Ask for the loan that you want. Ask for the mate that you want. What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. She said yes. She's like, yes. Yes, Timu. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. And I'm telling you, it only gave me more encouragement, more inspiration to stand for the things that I want in life. Even when I want to throw the towel in. Because look, it used to didn't take much for me to be done. And that's done with situations and done with people. I have straight be like, you know what? I ain't even trying to deal with this. Forget about it. But see, forgetting about it would have been a horrible situation for the people lives that I knew would be changed for being in that space. So I wasn't going to let her or nobody else stop me from getting my people where I needed them to be in order for them to get what they needed for themselves. Do you get that? And that's how your stand should be for you. For the things you need, for the things that you want in your life, stand for them. Make bold requests and focus on the outcome. All right. So tonight is the 5th day of Denise's 12 Days of Christmas. We talking to the money cook tonight. Like last night, financial wellness with Janelle, it was amazing. If you missed it, you might want to go and get it. It was a powerful money conversation. Now, today is going to be another powerful money conversation. So, of course, you know, I know the points. Of course, you know, I already wrote them down. Of course, you know, I already got the goods. But you need to get the goods. So come tonight at 8 o'clock. Have your notebook and pen already ready. Don't come to 8 o'clock getting ready. Come to 8 o'clock already ready. It's another money conversation. And then Saturday, Sunday, you'll be blessed with me. I'll be there. On Saturday, I'm going to talk about LaShawn, you building your own house. That's the conversation for Saturday. You're building your own house. So I want you to be ready for that conversation. But tonight, the money cook will be in the building. It's another money conversation. Come at 8 o'clock. It's the 5th day of Christmas of Denise's 12 Days of Christmas. I'm going to put in the chat, Becoming the Change. Look, if you know you want to take some action in your life in areas that you haven't been able to generate any momentum, you haven't been able to take the steps that you need to take, I'm going to help you. I will help you. But you got to be willing to do the work. And if you ain't trying to do the work, it's not going to help you. And that's just what the bottom line is. And even if you're not ready, you're not going to do the work and it's not going to help you. But if you're ready and you're tired of talking about it and you're ready to be about it, then click that link. Go ahead and register. Class starts January the 7th. Always looking forward to serving you. I'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. The money cook will be in the building. Bring your paper and your pen and be ready because the conversation is going to be fire. So don't say I didn't tell you. Get ready to get this money conversation going. I always look forward to serving you live at 5, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Next week is going to be my last week before break. So you ain't going to want to miss next week. None of the live at 5s, none of the 12 days of Christmas because we'll be on our final stretch for there. But this weekend, it's your girl, 8 o'clock, both days, Saturday and Sunday. Come get the goods. Come register for the gifts. Come do all the things. I'll be there right on time. All right. I love you. I'll see you guys tonight, 8 o'clock. I'm live at